So what if they lied to you about the American dream? What if homeownership is actually not hard to attain? Okay, especially for us African, Caribbean families, immigrants. What if we could rewrite the rules? We were taught that if you get a job, especially moving here, being an immigrant, you get a job, keep your head down, and you'll be just fine. But that playbook, in my opinion, is outdated, okay? It is a very dangerous playbook. Owning a home isn't just about having a shelter, it's about status. My name is Daniel Koumou. I'm a local realtor here with Keller Williams Realty. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how exactly step by step you can buy a home too in 2026 without being rich, without doing what everyone else is doing. This is crucial for anyone buying a home because so many buyers, without fully understanding the home buying process, the condition, the terms, the price that they are paying for the home, the rules, and those rules are always changing. Most people don't even realize that until they have already far into the process, or sometimes they have already made a mistake. Here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. Heading into 2026, there's fear everywhere. The housing market feels somewhat stuck. Prices haven't collapsed, but they haven't taken off either. Mortgage rates are falling, but they're still high enough to make people pause. Rents keep rising. Wages are not matching up to a cost of living. I just went to the store yesterday. A gallon of milk is almost at $7. Okay, things are not, what we are making now are not, definitely not matching up to the cost of living. And because of that, every buyer is asking the same question in different ways. Should I wait or should I buy now? Now, the truth is 2026 is a very, very unusual place in the Charlotte housing market. This is now 2007 and it is not 2021 either. When real estate market was booming, interest rate was under 3%. In fact, I personally refinanced back in those times. The rate on our primary mortgage now is less than 3%, okay? What we are living through now is something a little slower, quieter, more of a balanced market. So if you were to strip down the housing market down to the basic, okay? There are only few forces that really matters. Your income, the interest rate, the supply and demand, and the most important thing is the human psychology. Now, in 2026, most of those forces are pointing in one direction. Interest rates are coming down, but very cautiously. Income are rising, but slowly as well too. Home inventory is improving, but not enough to overwhelm the demand of what we have seen back in 2007 with foreclosure and everything. The only thing that we are battling with is the human psychology. Perhaps the most powerful force of it all remain deeply uncertain. Okay, buyers are cautious. But if you were to zoom out and look at the big pictures, the real estate market is more favorable for these buyers than sellers right now. There are plenty of homes on the market that are for sale. Prices are steady now, where there are no multiple offer, no bidding war. Homes are sitting on the market a little longer to give buyer time to shop around. I remember by the time you get to the showing, that home is already under contract. But not the case now, okay? All those make the current market very, very buyer favorable, okay? It gives the buyer a negotiation power. It makes the market more advantageous to the buyer. And with that said, let's discuss why I feel that 2026, if you're a buyer still on the sideline, you need to jump in, okay? Now more than ever is the best time to get into the real estate market, okay? And in today's video, we'll discuss, in my opinion, the 5 simple steps to homeownership. It's not complicated and it shouldn't be overwhelmed, okay? All these people with home are smarter than you. You just need to know what to do and how to do it. If you're ready, let's start. Step 1, decide you want to buy a home. Simple, okay? That's the beginning of it all. Without making the decision, without commitment, nothing else matters. But once you are fully committed, everything else becomes possible. The process may not go in a straight line from A to Z. And yes, you may face hurdle along the way. But when you are committed, you can overcome any challenges, especially if you have the right support team behind you. Once you have the right team, you can overcome all those challenges. But the number one step in home buying is to make that decision and just get up and say, you know what, this is my year, I'm buying a home this year. That's the number one step. That's the most important step in home buying process. Step 2, determine what you can afford. Okay, speak with a mortgage person to get a pre-approval. This step is very crucial because when you get the pre-approval, the lender will let you know how much they are willing to lend. I personally do this at the beginning of every year for 2 big reasons, okay? 1, I wanted to know if I qualify, and if so, how much I qualify for. 2, if I don't qualify, then I want to know what do I need to do to qualify or to get to the qualification that I want. I call this step, in my opinion, your GPS. Think of it this way. If you are going somewhere and don't even know how to get there, you tap your address into your GPS and it gives you step-by-step direction. Same thing for your pre-approval. It tells you all you need to know. Once you get that pre-approval, it'll literally break it down. This is how much you need to put down or down payment. This is what your closing costs will be. This is what your monthly payment will be. The type of financing you qualify for. It could be an VA, it could be an FHA, or a conventional loan. But at least having that pre-approval, you have a clear picture on where you are in terms of what you can afford. Now, here's my only and my one piece of advice that I give to all my pre-approved clients. Your pre-approval tells you what you qualify for, but your budget tells you what you can afford. Let me say that again. Your pre-approval will tell you what you qualify for, but your budget will tell you what you can afford. So whatever you do, make sure you are going off your budget, not so much just your pre-approval. I hope that helped. So step 2 out of the way, let's talk about step 3, okay? Step 3, find you a real estate agent that you like and trust. That'll be me. That's me, Daniel Koumou. Find me, call me, text me, email me, and I'll be your guy, okay? Now, this step here can sometimes, step 2 and step 3 can get reversed. I often meet with clients for a buyer consultation before they even get the pre-approval. Then I'll refer them to a few of the trusted lenders that I work with. Why do I recommend our preferred lenders? Because we have worked with them before. We have built relationship with those lenders. That makes communication much smoother. So if you ever have a question or I'm getting clear answers on things, it is easier for me to step in to get those answers for you, okay? Plus, when we refer clients to those lenders, they are more likely to follow up and stay on top of things. I have plenty of buyers say I applied online, especially Rocket Mortgage and some of those, and never heard back or haven't heard anything. I don't want that to happen to you. So whatever you do, please take care of your first 2 steps. Well, yeah, the first one is mindset decision, but the first 2 steps, lender and realtor, take care of those steps before you even start shopping for a home. I hope so far I'm making sense of what I'm saying. But yeah, those 2 steps are very, very crucial into the home buying process. Moving on. Now, let's talk about step number 4. Okay. Once you identify that realtor that you like, trust, and want to do business with, step 4, you sit down for a full buyer consultation. We do that with every buyer, okay? Before we step into a single home, we sit down and we get down to business. That's when we get to know the buyer, okay? This is where most buyers either win or lose in the game. People think that home buying starts with just looking at Zillow, but no, it doesn't. It starts with education and clarity. When we meet, we usually talk about your lifestyle, your family, your commute to work, where do you want to be, whether you want a low maintenance home, you want to fix your upper, what is your budget, what is your comfort zone. We take the moment to go over everything to get to know you as a buyer. Because my personal opinion, the wrong house, even at the right price, is still the wrong house. So taking the time to get to know you help us to do our job, and it saves you months of wasted time and emotional decision. Okay. Also, during this meeting, we cover everything, like some of the legal stuff, the purchase, offer to purchase, what it means legally, the key term in the offer to purchase, such as due diligence, earnest money, what happens if either party backs out, what's refundable, what is not. We cover everything literally from starting in terms of looking at houses all the way to when you get your key, okay? Everything from literally shopping to closing and everything that it entails. Once we get through that step 4, that full buyer consultation, it could be anything. I mean, it may take us 15 minutes, it may take us 30 minutes, it may take us an hour, depending on the information, whatever is going on. Yeah, that it could be a 15-minute conversation over coffee, it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour, okay? But once we get done with that step 4, we are in our final step, step 5. Now we start shopping. This is our house hunting step, okay? At this point, everyone is on the same page. I know what you are looking for, what you define as a home, what area to avoid, what your budget is. And also at this point, all parties are on the same page and have created a bond. You trust each other, you call each other often, and there is a bond between you, client, and your realtor, okay? Now, I said this before, buying a home can feel a little overwhelming when you try to wrap your arm around the entire process all at once. In my opinion, like they say, what is the saying? You eat an elephant one bite at a time. Same goes for buying a home, one step at a time, okay? Start with the first step by making that decision to become a homeowner. Once you do that, then connect with the right people. They have the resource. There are plenty of resources out there that you can take advantage of. On one of my videos, I'll go over some of the resources out there. You don't have to have $1 million in the bank to buy a home. There are plenty of resources out there, okay, available to you. And before you know it, you are in a home. I hope this video helps you take that first step toward becoming a homeowner in today's market. If you have any other question, or if you just want to take a moment to just have a 5-minute conversation, my phone number is 704-904-5152. Give me a call and I'll be more than happy to take 5 minutes, just talk to you, see where you are, and see how we can help you toward your homeownership. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.